For latest astrology videos, subscribe Astrodify channel and press this bell icon to get notified when a new video goes live.
Hello everybody, welcome to Astrodify. Today we are going to discuss that what happens when Saturn is in the sign of Libra in anybody's horoscope. So let's start this video. If you want to book the consultation for yourself, you can go on this website. The link is given in the description. So today we are going to discuss that what are the results of Saturn in Libra. So before moving on to all the complexities here and discussing about the results altogether, first of all let's see in brief that what Saturn and Libra represent. So Saturn is considered as a very harsh planet. Generally there is a actually this is the conception, but technically it is a misconception among the public that Saturn is considered a harsh planet. It is not a harsh planet. It is a planet which symbolizes crude practicality and reality. It could be materialistic also, it could be spiritual also. It depends on the perception of the person. But the thing here is that Saturn always tries to bring the person as close as possible to the reality of life. That's what that is what the main goal of Saturn is. And Saturn also actually tries to make the person realize himself or herself that what they truly are. So it is a destructor of ego, and that's why Saturn and Sun are the greatest enemies of each other. But in general, if we say Saturn is also a planet of actions, it is a very slow moving planet, hence it controls hard work, dedication, commitment, discipline, organization, planning, patience, strategy, delay, any kind of delays in life, any kind of struggles, limitations, boundaries, separation, sorrow. These things could be very definitely are considered very negative, but my focus here is not to mislead you. The thing here is that Saturn represents delay and struggles and limitations and boundaries and sorrow and any kind of misery and separation and grief in life. But always if it is in it is giving these kind of things in life, there is a motive for Saturn to give in order to teach a lesson to the person, so that if they are able to learn the lesson and implement that, the teaching of that lesson in their lives, they will not be able to what you can say, they will never suffer these things again. This is what Saturn does. So Saturn is a teacher which teaches you the harsh way, which teaches you not by books but by experiences of life. So that is what Saturn is. And apart from that, it is the controller of people who serve us or any kind of services. So servants or subordinates or people who serve us, they are seen through Saturn. And at the same time, Saturn is a planet of law implementation. So it does not control the making of the law, but rather is the implementer of the law. So it does not have to make the rules, it just only have to follow the what you can say, the main task is to make the rules follow by people. That's what Saturn does. And apart from that, in this current day and age of Kali Yuga, Saturn is very important because it controls science, technology, engineering, manufacturing, production, construction, real estate, infrastructure, oil, gas, coal, steel, most of the natural resources, metals. It is the planet of research and investigation, changes and transformations. So these are the pillars of modern day development. And apart from that, Saturn also controls any kind of pessimism and depression, but it gives these kind of things only when the person is not able to realize and learn the lesson what Saturn tries to teach. Otherwise it can make person quite practical and action oriented, rather than what you can say, drowning down in pessimism or depression. And if we talk about our body, Saturn controls bones, digestive system, teeth, feet, and any kind of incurable diseases. So this is what Saturn is in brief. Now let's talk about Libra. Libra is the natural zodiac sign of the 7th house. Its controller is Venus, and it is an air sign. So in one word, if I have to describe Libra, it is Maya. Maya means materialism. All the things which we see around us in this material world can be represented by Libra, and it includes everything. It could be money, wealth, public, relationships, commerce, business, trade, government, law, politics, diplomacy, business, any kind of societal relationship, society in general, and show, glamour, public image, lust, all these things, they are the drivers, or the what you can say, the basis of Maya, the materialism. Without these things, Maya will collapse. So Libra represents all the things which are under the domain of materialism, that is Maya. And if we talk about our body, Libra controls urinary and reproductive system specifically, and genital organs. So this is what Saturn in Libra is. Now let's see the results. So first of all, Saturn is exalted in this sign, and there is a very what you can say, basic reason, a very logical reason behind it, that why Saturn is exalted in the sign of Libra. Now there are several reasons, mainly two. Now first reason, and the most prominent one, is that, as I said, Libra is the significator of Maya, the material world which is around us and in which we live and of which we are a part of. So Saturn here becomes exalted because Saturn is a planet of reality, practicality, seeing the things which are behind the scenes, seeing the things which are not what you can say in front of you all the time, but they are there. So Saturn is a planet which is driven by logic and practicality and a realistic approach. So in the sign of Libra, which is the sign of Maya, Saturn helps the person to understand, not only the person but in general. Saturn becomes exalted because it is at its best position to make the person understand the functioning and behavior and nature of Maya, nature of materialism, the behavior, how it functions. That Saturn has capability to make the person understand here, give deep understanding of the material world which is around us. And one more thing, the thing here is that it is not like that Saturn here is exalted so it will only give, or it is considered beneficial only for material life. No. But Saturn, as I said, is a planet of crude practicality and reality. So every planet, their ultimate goal is to take the person, take the native as close as possible near the ultimate reality. So or the absolute reality. But in order to reach that there, you have to what you can say, move through the zone of Maya. This is the relative reality in which we live. So there are two kind of realities. One is absolute reality, known as the Brahman or the Atma or the God, whatever you call it. There are various names for it. And one is the relative reality, that is the Maya, the material world, this whole thing which we see in front of our eyes. This is the relative reality. Now in order to experience and know about the absolute reality, our absolute nature, Saturn here makes the person or helps the person in order to understand their true nature, true material nature first, and the world in which they are living. So in order to move from relative plane to the absolute plane, move from relative reality to the absolute reality, you need to cross the zone of relative reality first. And in order to cross it, you need to understand it first. You need to see and learn that how it functions. And Saturn hence is very favorable in order to give that kind of result in this position, and that's why it becomes exalted. So without true understanding of Maya, one cannot understand the ultimate reality of Brahman or the Atma, which is beyond Maya. So in order to understand the true reality which is beyond Maya, you have to understand the Maya first. And that is why Saturn becomes exalted in this position of Libra. And the second reason here is that Libra is a sign of balance. Now, balance does not mean that everything is going to be balanced in this sign, no matter what planet is situated. That is not the conception. That is not the case always. Libra means that balance, it is not actually the balance. Balance is just a symbol. Libra is trying to show us that for one's own understanding, for understanding one's own nature, one's own true reality, and the Brahman or the Atma, one need the existence of another in order to realize oneself. Now this can be complicated, but I will tell you with an example so that you can understand better. Now the thing here is that, let's suppose nobody in this whole world can see themselves without the help of a mirror. If I say that let all the mirrors vanish throughout the world, if they vanish throughout the world, will you be able to see yourself? Technically, nobody is able to see themselves if there are no mirrors in the world. So that is what Libra is trying to show us, that in order to see yourself, you need a mirror. If the mirror does not exist, you are there definitely, but you will never be able to see your reflection, because you cannot see your true self directly through your own eyes. It is impossible. We cannot see ourselves with our own eyes. What we see in the mirror is the reflection what our eyes are seeing. So the thing here is that you need a mirror in order to realize yourself, how you look. Otherwise you will never have any idea that what your personality is, how you look like. So this is just a brief example through which I try to tell you that why Libra is important in order to understand that what our true significance is. So we need another in order to realize our own nature and our own value. Second thing here is that Saturn here, since Libra is the sign of balance and Saturn is the sign, Saturn is the planet which represents what you can say, its duty. Actually, Saturn's duty is to maintain stability and order through law implementation, through discipline and organization. So Saturn here feels quite comfortable in order to do the task very easily. So this is another reason that why Saturn is exalted in the sign of Libra. Now let's see the results. Now Moon, Venus and Lagna Lord placement, the ascendant Lord, Venus and Moon, these three, how they are placed, that will decide the inclination of the person towards materialism or spirituality. And it gives good results for both the conditions. Depending on the yogas which are happening in the chart, it is considered good for both the conditions, both of them. But you have to see where person is more inclined, whether they have a materialistic nature or a spiritual nature. Second thing here is that if other combinations or the yogas are good, then Saturn, if it is exalted in this sign, it makes person quite realistic, practical, skeptical, rational, with scientific temper, provides scientific temper, makes person quite factual, logical, clever, manipulative, diplomatic, provides good business acumen. It makes person quite disciplined, because everybody has desires. Everybody has desires to achieve something in their lives. It could be anything, but in order to fulfill those desires, one needs to work. If you are not going to work, you will never be able to fulfill your desires. So Saturn brings that kind of discipline, commitment, responsible and mature nature, seriousness, and fighting spirit, action orientedness, that no matter what, I am not going to back down, and I have this target in my mind, I will fulfill it no matter what, no matter how many times I fail. So Saturn brings patience in the nature of the person. So because Saturn is a slow moving planet, so it does not give results very quickly, no matter how well placed it is. Never expect Saturn to give results very quickly in life. It will be gradual. If it is very well placed, the results will always be positive, but they take time and they require efforts. Saturn requires efforts from the person. If efforts are not there, do not expect literally anything from Saturn. Do not, because without efforts, without hard work, without what you can say action oriented approach, you cannot expect anything in return from Saturn. It is impossible. But since it is well placed, it makes person, gives that kind of ability to work hard, to commit to something and follow your aim. So ultimately, even if it is delayed or somewhat delayed, person achieves what they want. It makes person a keen observer, because as I said, Saturn is a planet which gives us ability, Saturn and Mercury, to see behind the scenes what is going on, which our eyes are not perceiving, which is going on in front of my eyes, but I cannot see it. So that kind of keen observation Saturn gives here. And it also imparts strong decision making and leadership skills, because person does not take impulsive decisions. They take time, they analyze each and every pros and cons, and then they come to a conclusion and decide. So that is a very good what you can say a kind of approach or a trait in personality of the person. And Saturn and Jupiter are the planets which impart morals, virtues and ethics in us. So if Saturn is well placed in this sign and Jupiter is also strong in the chart, then it makes person moralistic, just and law abiding as well. Now third thing here is that if the person has materialistic nature, we are going to discuss both the cases. So as I said, the inclination and the kind of nature, whether it is driven towards materialism more or spirituality, that will be not decided by Saturn's placement, but rather Moon, Lagna Lord and Venus. Then other combinations are definitely important, but mainly these three should be checked. So if person has materialistic nature, then this placement of Saturn is very good, because here a person is quite driven by high desires. But as I said, they are not driven by high desires which some people are like they are living in a fantasy world. Saturn does not bring stupid fantasies here, unrealistic fantasies here. It brings that kind of desires, that kind of what you can say wishes, which the person thinks that okay, I am able to do it, it's not beyond my capacity, I can do this. So that kind of realistic desires are there, and person has capability to work as well for their fulfillment, not just in order to have that kind of wishes all day long and not doing anything at all for fulfilling them. So that will not be here. So here the thing is that person works in order to fulfill their desires and attain emotional security and satisfaction from them. So work gives them that kind of emotional fulfillment of desires, and hence they become emotionally secure and satisfied. And that is why ultimately and conclusively it can be seen that it is good placement, extremely beneficial placement for material progress and accomplishments. You have to see other combinations. It does not mean that every time Saturn is exalted, every person is going to be very rich and very prosperous. You have to see other combinations at the same time. But if other combinations are good, Venus and Jupiter are well placed, Moon and Lagna Lord are supportive, the material progress and accomplishments in life will be there. Now this situation does not give any prominent results for spiritual life, because here the tendency or the nature of the person is materialistic, driven by materialism, not spirituality. That's why. Second thing here is that depending on the yogas, it can give. Saturn and Mercury and Rahu are very good planets for business. So depending on the yogas in the chart, it does not happen every time. It does not mean that every time a Saturn is here, so person will have very good business acumen. No. But if other combinations are well placed and they are supportive, so Saturn gives good business acumen, diplomacy, foresight, maturity and tact in the personality, and it is good for building any kind of professional and opportunistic relationships with ulterior motives, which is very good for business always, because business is always done maturely, with a foresight, with a diplomatic skill, with a tact, with a sense of favor, that there are no there is never any charity in business. There is always any kind of favor going on and any kind of material aim going on in order to establish any kind of business relationship. So Saturn functions extremely good here. And another thing is that if we talk about the personal relationships like marriage and any kind of family relationships or love relationships, Saturn here, you must remember that Saturn is not a planet of relationships, but since it is in the sign of relationships, it is very good for building any kind of relationships which are business like. But if it is marriage or if it is love relationship, it is considered quite a tricky position, because here if other planets, specifically Venus and the lordship the lordship of the 5th and 7th house are not good, then what will happen, that Saturn demands maturity and practical behavior in marriage and relationship, but it does not get that, and hence a relationship does not survive very well. But if Saturn is receiving the support from Venus is well placed, 5th and 7th houses are strong, then it brings long term commitment, maturity and seriousness in the relationship, not just fooling and philandering around the whole life. So that kind of tendency is not seen if Saturn receives the support. So it is considered very good for marriage if other yogas are favorable, but utterly bad for marriage if other yogas are not favorable, because Saturn demands commitment and person is never able to fulfill that. Saturn is not the planet of emotions or love or any kind of what you can say romance, but here it is a planet of dedication, maturity, practical approach and seriousness. So it tests the level of seriousness in the relationship of the person. So if that is not there, relationship is not going to last long, but if it is there, then it functions very well. And another thing here is that Saturn can give ability to work for the upliftment of the society through various means. It could be up to one's own capacity. It could be through the means of science and technology, through business, through commerce, through politics, through government, through social work. Any kind of thing can be seen where person is not working for their own self benefits but also serving the society, because as I said, Libra is people and masses and Saturn is service, but this result is seen in very fewer cases, very few, not most of the times. But since Saturn has this capacity to give this kind of good result, that's why I'm telling you. Now second scenario here is that if the mindset of the person is spiritual and good spiritual yogas are there in the chart, then Saturn is considered very auspicious for spiritual progress in life, and it can give very good results with respect to that. Like it can bring isolation, indifference towards materialism. It does not mean that person has a hate for materialism, but they do not care about money and wealth and pleasures too much. So indifference towards materialisms, detachment, understanding, and not only the understanding but the practice of philosophy and all types of yogas, whether it is karma yoga, raj yoga, bhakti yoga or gyan yoga, any kind of so paths can be seen. And not only their knowledge but also their practice and realistic implementation in life. It brings it gives self introspection, knowledge of ultimate truth, if it is extremely well placed, and austerity, monasticism, tantra and self realization. Now this, remember, this is the highest possible result of Saturn, but it is extremely rare, extremely rare. This result is found in rarest of the rare cases. And one very good example is Sri Ramakrishna Paramhansa. He was the teacher and mentor and guru of Swami Vivekananda. He had this Saturn being the ascendant lord of Aquarius ascendant, placed in the 9th house of Libra. So one example that comes to my mind that I have told you, but this is extremely rare case. You do not find often. But remember, my objective here is to tell you all possible results which a single placement of Saturn in Libra can give, good or bad both. Now if we talk about career fields, and Saturn is responsible for career in the chart, then it is good for business, industry, enterprise, advocacy, judiciary, politics, government, social work, diplomacy, police, defense services. All kind of defense services can be seen. It is good for management and administration. If we talk about management, specifically sales, marketing, HR, operations, supply chain and logistics are considered extremely good. Saturn is a planet of technology, so it is very good for engineering, mainly IT, electronics and communication, mechanical and civil. Then it is very good for real estate, infrastructure, construction, architecture, oil and gas sector, coal, iron, steel, minerals, natural resources. As I said, Saturn most of the time controls them. And good for manufacturing, machinery, transportation, any kind of work associated with transportation, agriculture. All kind of heavy industries can be seen with this particular alignment. It is good for being a scientist or a researcher. It is also favorable for writing and journalism, mass communication, social work, entertainment, acting, music, and sports also at the same time, if Mars is well placed. And it's also considered very good for being a yogi or a monk and a philosopher. So these are very good career fields which are very suitable for Saturn in Libra. Now let's talk about the condition where Saturn is in the sign of Libra, but Moon, Venus and Lagna Lord are badly placed in the chart, and Saturn does not receive that kind of support which it must have from these planets. So remember that any time any planet is exalted, Saturn is going to be in a sign for 2.5 years. Do you think that every time every person who is born in that kind of 2.5 year time period when Saturn is in the sign of Libra, everybody is going to experience tremendous good results of Saturn in their lives? No, it's not possible. The thing here is that, now the reason behind it is that Saturn is only one planet. We have to see other planets as well, and what kind of yogas that the planet is making. So we are discussing all kind of varied possibilities of results what Saturn can give here, good and bad both, because we do not know that where Saturn is placed, what house it is controlling, what kind of yogas it is making, whose dasha is going on, what are the situation in divisional charts. I am just discussing one single planetary alignment of Saturn in Libra, and all kind of varied possibilities possible which can happen in this sign. So now we are going to talk about the negative side. So if Saturn is in this sign and it is afflicted, making bad yogas, and along with that Moon, Venus and Lagna Lord are not well placed or are afflicted, then it can bring negative personality traits at the same time. So it can make person cunning, deceitful, bring full of malice, betrayal, lies, jealousy, greed, selfishness, corrupt, and inappropriate and incorrect use of knowledge can be seen, and income through corrupt means can be seen. So do not take that okay, Saturn is exalted, so it is going to be extremely beneficial throughout the life. No, you have to see the whole horoscope. So there are people like that who behave in such manner with all kind of negative traits which I have talked about so far, and still they have well placed planets in their charts. So what is the reason? The reason is that other planets are not supporting and bringing negative traits in the personality. Apart from that, Saturn here ruins relationship and marriage due to immaturity, because Saturn is maturity and seriousness and commitment. So it ruins relationship and marriage due to immaturity, selfishness, disloyalty, and no commitment at all. It can bring extramarital affairs, scandals and controversies, and person becomes a seeker of wealth and pleasure only, and the relationship can be based only on money, wealth and pleasure. There could be no love at all. So it is like a relationship which is not like a marriage, right? Rather it is just a business transaction, that's all. So here the relationship does not survive, and if Venus is badly placed, not at all. So the thing here is that it can bring that kind of results. Apart from that, it enhances laziness, impatience, makes person quite lazy, lethargic. Now the negative result, Saturn brings patience, but here it brings impatience also, brings poor concentration, decision making will be not so good. It can bring depression, anxiety, phobia, any kind of problems associated with urinary and reproductive system, digestive system, mainly colorectal system, spinal cord issues, lower abdomen will be very weak, can be very weak if other combinations allow that. And if a person is doing any kind of business, or they in general in career also, it can bring instability in its time periods. So instability in career, in finances, in business can be seen. It can give court cases, litigation, property disputes, loss of reputation, if it is making such kind of combinations. And if some good yogas are there, then it helps in coming out of these problems also, which I have talked about so far. But remember that do not always be living in such a conception that Saturn is exalted, so it is going to behave good all the time. It is not like that. It is not a rule. You have to see how it is behaving depending on other planets at the same time, because there are planets of much more importance which shape our lives than Saturn. So all the information which I have given you, do not jump to conclusions, rather see the whole chart, analyze it, and then arrive at a proper result. So this is all regarding the results of Saturn in Libra. If you are new to my channel, subscribe below. For more, check on my website and Facebook page. Otherwise, we will meet in the next video. Till then, goodbye and thank you.